Hi, welcome to Cat Chat. I'm Wendy Murato, and this is Allison from Armstrong.
Hi there.
And my good friend Carrie is going to be with us today to hand us kitties from our adoption center. We're going to do an adoption show today.
It looks like we need to.
Yeah, they're everywhere. So Carrie Matley is an employee of Quick Fix and Kitten Krazy, and she knows our kitties really well.
So Hallie is pending a pickup and
Yes.
adoption. So yay, Hallie.
Yay, Hallie. So the problem with Hallie is she hasn't liked anybody to touch her or anything. She has slowly come around. So
Okay.
she gets picked over, one, because she's black, two, because she's not super friendly with
Right.
anybody. She wants down off
Yeah.
of me. Okay, she wants down. I'm going to let her down, but here's her story, because we don't want her upset. That's not our intention here. So here's her story. What happened the other day? We say all the time, let your cat pick you.
Absolutely.
Let your cat pick you. They're going to pick you. I mean, the craziest stories, the most wonderful stories are when a cat like Hallie won't go to anybody. All of a sudden, she, the other day, jumps off of here and runs up to this little girl. She maybe 10 or 12 years old. Her parents and I are standing on the other side of the glass, and I said earlier, let your cat pick you when you go in to this little girl. Little girl has a twin sister. She wasn't here. Parents say, now remember, we're not taking anybody home today. We're going to wait till your sister can be there and pick one out at the same time so that two can come home together. And I said, just let your cat pick you. They will come to you. And it will be an oddity. So I was explaining to the parents how sometimes the strangest things will happen. And here comes Hallie off of the baby changing table. This kid was so elated. Hallie was rubbing on her and climbing up her. And she was just, you could see, she was like, hello, hello, you're finally here. You're finally here to take me home. And that's my voice. I love to put voices to the cat's behavior because that's what she was acting like. She was like, you finally made it. And I was telling the parents, I'm like, that cat goes to nobody. And this little girl, every other cat backed off. No other cat would come to her.
That's amazing.
And Hallie was just like, please, get me out of here. It's not that bad here, but you're finally here.
She wants her person.
She wanted her person. She picked that little girl. So I'm telling the parents this, and they said, but we have a twin daughter, and we want them to go home together, and et cetera, et cetera. It might be a couple months. I said, a couple months is okay. This cat's been here for a long time now, about 8 months, and I'm willing to keep her a couple months. We'll just put her on a permanent hold.
Right.
Because this cat picked this kid.
Right.
So when the little girl came out, this is going to just melt your heart. The little girl comes out, and the parents tell her, not right now. And if Hallie is still here in a couple months, then it was meant to be. And the little girl turns to me and says, I'll give you $20 to hold on to her for me. If I give you $20, will you hold her for me? I was like,
just take the cat home.
I know. Come on, Mom and Dad. But I understood the situation, and I said, you don't have to give me $20. I'll do my very best.
Sure.
And when they walked out the door, I turned around and I said, nobody adopt that cat to anybody. She's on a permanent hold. Then we get a call that some guy called our adoption counselor, and he wanted to adopt Hallie. And Wynn, our adoption counselor, my very good friend Wynn, she says, Wendy, do you know what the guy's name is? And I said, I asked them for their name and number, and they said, no, we'll just come back in a couple months, and if she's here, she's here. So I don't know the guy's name. And she said, well, I talked to him, and he said that they were in on thus and such a day, and he had a daughter, but they actually, a cat showed up at their home, and they're going to keep it, and now they're going to go ahead and take Hallie. And I said, that's the guy. That's the guy.
Oh my gosh.
So it's today that she's going home.
Oh, well,
isn't that amazing?
congratulations to Hallie.
Isn't that great? I love that.
That is a wonderful story.
Hallie just you know.
Today is a special day for her.
It's a great day for everybody.
Yeah.